Welcome to the 22 Lions Podcast, your daily blueprint for writing, publishing, and profiting from books. Today, we dive into Audiogram Alchemy, turning your book's first chapters into high-converting audiobook samples and short audiogram ads that actually move listeners to buy. I'll walk you through the exact steps, the production choices, and a 20-minute checklist you can execute right now. Imagine a reader lands on your book page, clicks the sample, hears a thin recording with awkward pacing, and closes the page. That lost conversion right there can be the difference between a browse and a sale. Too many amazing books lose momentum because the sample doesn't sell the story. Here's the promise and roadmap. By the end of this episode, you'll have 4 clear steps and a 20-minute checklist to turn the opening of your book into a polished sample and a set of short audiogram ads. We'll cover 1. Choosing the winning excerpt. 2. Producing and polishing the narrator sample. 3. Creating audiograms and ad clips. And 4. Testing and optimizing for real metrics. Ready? Let's go.
Why do samples matter? Because the sample is the first sustained piece of content a listener experiences. A focused, emotionally charged excerpt primes them to keep listening and, crucially, to purchase. We tested this with one client. We replaced a wandering first chapter sample with a tightly edited 90-second excerpt anchored on a key emotional beat and paired it with a 30-second audiogram ad. Result? A 30% lift in sample-to-purchase conversion within a single 2-week test window. That lift translated into more listens, more adds to wish lists, and more sales across formats.
Let's break this down. The number matters because it proves the sample is a conversion asset. Small production changes can drive big percentage gains. My short advice, pick your emotional hook and build a sample around that.
Section 1, Step 1, choose the winning excerpt. Focus on 3 criteria: emotional clarity, momentum, and narrative curiosity. Keep samples short, ideally 60 to 180 seconds for listing samples and 30 to 60 seconds for ad clips. 3 quick tests to pick the best slice. 1. Read it aloud. Does it land emotionally in one take? 2. The 10-second test. Does the first 10 seconds hook you? 3. The interruption test. If you stop mid-sample, does the listener want to come back? Use those tests like a mini laboratory.
Here's a rapid practical tip. Pick a moment where stakes are clear, fast. A character decision, a reveal, or a strong descriptive image. If it takes long to set up, skip it. Short setups win.
Section 2. Step 2. Produce and polish the sample. Decide human narration versus responsibly used AI. For author brand titles and narrative books, I recommend human narration for emotional fidelity. If you use AI assistance, disclose it and secure the right license. Production checklist. Record in a quiet space or studio, use a pop filter, edit out breaths and clicks, apply gentle compression and normalize levels so the sample sounds consistent. Deliver files to platforms at the recommended specs, confirm current ACX KDP requirements, and always preview the sample on mobile because most listeners start on phones. Keep the narrator pacing intentional, slightly slower than your reading pace, clear vowels, and 1 solid breath between paragraphs.
Also, here's the line's truth. Sloppy audio damages your author brand faster than a weak cover. Invest in a good take. If you're unsure, hire a short editor session to clean a 90-second clip. It often pays for itself.
Section 3. Step 3. Make audiograms and short ad clips. And Step 4. Test and iterate. Start by creating 3 cut lengths. 15 to 30 seconds for reels and ads. 30 to 60 seconds for platform promos. And 60 to 90 seconds for your listing sample. Add captions focused on the hook line, a simple waveform visual, and a thumbnail that matches your book branding. For ad copy, lead with a problem or promise in the first 3 seconds, then run the highlighted audio, and end with a clear CTA. Listen, sample, or buy. Testing framework. Track sample listens, sample to purchase rate.
CTR on ads, and cost per sample listen. Quick A/B ideas. Compare 2 hooks, 2 thumbnails, or 2 CTA lines. Start small with $5 to $20 per ad variation for several days to get directional data. Then scale winners.
When you measure, don't obsess over vanity plays. The metric that matters is sample to purchase. If a clip drives listens but not purchases, test a different excerpt or CTA. Also, repurpose winning audiograms into email campaigns and paid social. The same creative often lifts conversions across channels.
Immediate action, your 20-minute checklist. 1. Pick one emotional 60 to 90-second excerpt using the 3 tests. 2. Record or export a clean read of that excerpt. 3. Run the basic edit. Trim silence, remove clicks, normalize levels. 4. Create a 30-second and a 15-second cut with captions and a branded thumbnail. 5. Upload the 60 to 90-second sample to your listing and run a $5 split test comparing 2 thumbnails or 2 hooks for 3 ads. Do that now and you'll have actionable data in a week. If you want help producing or optimizing your samples and audiograms, our team at 22 Lions handles everything from excerpt selection to final ad-ready files, narration, editing, captions, and platform delivery. Visit our site or reach out using the contact link in the show notes to request a sample audit or a production quote. We produce professional samples that convert, so you can focus on the writing and the funnel. That's your step-by-step system for today. Apply it and watch your author business grow. Publish like a pro. Profit like a lion.